Good morning. This is Mike Lodge. It's Monday. I am the business advisor, and we're back at the podcast game again. And I'm glad. Listen, you know what I did on Sunday? You'd be very proud of me. I practiced what I preached. So yesterday, Sunday, I did a digital fasting. I didn't touch the internet. I did not touch Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or any of those. I touched them nothing. I didn't even turn my computer on and work. So I needed to, but I decided no, I'm going to practice what I preach and do a digital fast. So Sunday was my day. Now, how was it? Oh my gosh, it was so tempting. I wanted to go over there and turn the computer on and work on my book. I'm working on 2 books at the moment, and I just sent one to publish, and I wanted to look at it one more time, but I couldn't go on and look at it today. Not today, but yesterday, because I made a promise to myself I would do digital fasting. So I didn't touch it. And, oh my gosh, you don't know what the yearning was to go, and especially to go onto Instagram. You know, I produce content every single day for my business on Instagram and YouTube and all the other social networks out there. So I didn't do anything. I wanted to sit there and create content, but I said, no, I'm not going to touch my cell phone either, because I said no digital. So I went to digital fasting and I fasted. And it hurt, but I made it through. I tell you what I did do. I got my journal out, and I wrote my planning for the week. I also did some content. I wrote my content out of what I wanted to talk about for this week. And I reviewed some documents, some stuff that's coming in from clients. So I reviewed that. But I didn't have to touch the computer. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't even touch my cell phone. So what I did basically was put my day through a day of hell because I wanted to reach out and do something in social media and all that other stuff. Because why? Because I became addicted to it. It becomes addicted. You want to produce this stuff every single day, and you have this pressure on you to come up with something new. And I like that stimuli. But you need a break from it also. So I would encourage you, if you are addicted to your little cell phone and your social media outlets and everything else, stop for one day, because it will heal you. And you'd be surprised how creative you become on doing other things besides internet-related social media, cell phone type life. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about this morning was I've been watching the testimony of Fannie Willis and Wade, with Fannie Willis being the DA of Georgia, who's being accused of having an affair with the special prosecutor in the Trump thing. I didn't find her testimony believable at all. But the biggest problem that I had, and it's a lesson to all of us, okay, is that cash needs to be documented. If you buy something in cash, document it. If you have cash coming into your business, document it, because it's income. And that's how the Internal Revenue Service sees it. And when you are under suspicion already, and you have a tax lien against you, which she did, you don't say on national television, yeah, I went out shopping too. I didn't pay my tax bill with that money or that cash I had in the house. And I went out shopping. You going to tell me how to pay my bills now? You know what? The IRS says, you know what? Maybe there's something else that we need to look at here. Maybe we need to open up an audit to see exactly what else she's hiding. I'm going to give you a good experience. I had a tax client. He was a well-known boxer. I mean, he was a top-of-the-line boxer. And he got millions and millions of dollars in. The problem is he was under audit for 3 years. 3 years were brought into audit, and I was representing him on that audit. The problem is the documentation. And so when the Internal Revenue Service came in and they saw on his social media outlets that he was buying his mom a house but was not paying his tax bill, they had all of those articles right there in front of you. They handed one after another after another. So when you post stuff on social media, or if you're on national television spouting out stuff about how you're paying your taxes and all that other stuff, that you're not keeping receipts for cash expenses, it opens up red flags. Not just on Fannie Willis, but on everybody who does it. So if you're out there posting those really fancy vacations you're going on, or that nice Rolex watch that you just bought, or whatever it may be, the Internal Revenue Service, if you are under tax review at the moment, they're going to get that. And they're going to use it. Because you did not pay your taxes, but you did buy that $5,000 or $10,000 watch. So Fannie Willis, in her testimony on national or international television, because it's being watched all over the world, right? She made a fatal error in that they both did, saying that everything they did to each other was in cash, but had no documentation of it. So it's suspicious. It's suspicious and it's not believable. But just remember, the Internal Revenue Service is watching that, and they're watching you if you're posting that stuff, and if you are under review by the Internal Revenue Service or any state government, you have to be very careful about what you post and about what you say. And you need to think about what you are going to say, especially if it has to do with taxation, especially when it has to do with cash issues, especially when it has to do with unethical activity. You have to be very, very careful about what you're saying and answer truthfully. Otherwise, it comes back and it will get you. And I'm afraid that what her testimony is doing is coming back to get her. Some way or another, it's going to get her. That's what karma does. But my message to you today is, excuse me, anything that you do in cash, document it. Even if you keep a journal of your expenses that you pay cash for, document it. Get a receipt. Put it in create a receipt yourself and make sure that you've got documentation for that dollars that you took out of your pocket or that you have hidden away in your house someplace. I don't know how you paid it in cash, but listen, document it. If you don't document it, you're a fool, and it will come back to bite you. So that's it. That's my podcast for today. Everybody go and have a great Monday. Tomorrow, we're going to do great things. Today, we're going to do great things. Let's get going. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye. This is Mike Lodge, the Business Advisor. Bye-bye.